Yeah, so the breakfast and the lunch tomorrow, if you want to register, you can do that in-app. But if you have an Android phone, I think there's a problem with it, just go to our booth and you can sign up at our booth if you want to learn about CSK and setting up talks and events. Am I killing you with this mic? How's that? Better? Worse? All right. So one of the things I enjoy, if I got to switch mics, I'll do that, guys. One of the things I enjoy talking about is new patients. And what Billy just mentioned, these 10-minute talks, it's super fun because you can teach people about health in a shorter amount of time. How's that? Better? If I stand over here? You can teach people about health and wellness in a shorter amount of time. And one of the things that we've been doing is looking at bringing in the subluxation into conversations with professional elite athletes. And these studies are out of ASRF, Australian Spinal Research Foundation. We get a hard time a lot in chiropractic about not having enough science. I'll tell you, there is a place for science, and it's coming out of ASRF. These are double-blind, peer-reviewed research articles regarding the subluxation. This particular study talks about C5 subluxations, afferent and efferent nerve pathways, and how it affects elbow placement. For a lot of the athletes we work with, this is super important. And then we talk about subluxations in the neck and how that slows down cognitive function. We've got some athletes that have been knocked out in the NHL with Major League Baseball. And for the last year, we've been getting some rights from Major League Baseball for concussion patients and upper cervical subluxation problems to use the footage and also talk about chiropractic care. We just got some rights and licensing to do that for the benefit of what we all do collectively and how that affects brain function. And now ASRF has studies that suggest there's a correlation on this that really goes far beyond what we're doing. So as long as we're here talking about CE stuff, what I like to do is relate this back to your practice. There's some phenomenal information. This is an American League MVP. Brooks Orpik is a Stanley Cup winner, gold medalist. We've got some really high profile people that I like to turn around and leverage for the profession, but do it in a way that's also very good for the whole profession. Now, I know we're after lunch and I'm speaker number 4, so a lot of times we get into that post-lunch lull. So what I'm gonna have you do, if you wouldn't mind, is go ahead and stand up for a second. I'm gonna put you through an exercise that's gonna help with your philosophy, because as we talk about science, what we have to understand is that there are certain parts of the chiropractic world where they think the science overrides your philosophy, and that the science should tell you what to think. And we know we've got to flip that. It's your philosophy that tells you what to do with the data. So I want you to look at your hands, 2 palms in front of you, put them straight out. And you've got that line underneath your hand. See that in the photo or in front of yourself? And just go ahead, look at those 2 lines and match up your hands so you're kind of doing like the dear Lord, don't let this go too long thing, right? Now look at your middle fingers, your digits. Don't flash it at anybody. But one of them is probably longer than the other. Or maybe you have your palms that are nice and even. Take your shorter hand and put that about a foot in front of your face. And if they're even, just pick a random hand. Keep that in front of you, and 5 times in a row, what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our intention to change your physiology, and we're gonna yell this 5 times in a row together as a group, grow longer, okay? It's from Jack Canfield. We're gonna yell, grow longer. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Grow longer, grow longer, grow longer. Keep it there. As loud as you can, yell it super loud. 1, 2, 3, go. Grow longer. Now match those hands up again. The lines, on top of the lines, and put them there. Come on. Yeah. So listen, fellas, tonight, I don't want to hear you yelling, grow longer. All right? I'm not saying, I'm just saying. All right? Go ahead and grab a seat. Put your hands together. Let's make some noise. You're at Cal Jam. Come out. That's what your intent does. That's your philosophy, your belief system. Does that make sense? So your self-talk is super important in what you do with your patients. Grow longer could be grow bigger in your practice. And if I'm walking down the hotel tonight and I hear you yelling grow longer, L4, bam, grow longer. Right? Come on, that's how that works. L4, keep it off the floor. So listen, we talked about the science. We talked about the philosophy, as only you can at Cal Jam. I want to talk a little bit about ASRF and what they've done to support this movement, and the fact that tomorrow night's party is actually the proceeds are going back to support the science of subluxation. So Angus, if you and your boy Edison would stand up. These people came from Australia as representatives of ASRF. Would you give them a round of applause?
$7 can get you a romance novel, a #1 combo at In-N-Out Burger, a 12-pack of granola bars, a cup of green juice, or 1 month of access to the Cal Jam network. At Cal Jam, we take pride in the array of topics our speakers have covered over the past 8 years. With the Cal Jam network membership, most of our speakers' talks can be accessed. In our network, you can also find numerous seminars from the Dead Chiropractic Society's monthly meeting with over 100 chiropractors and some of the best speakers in the profession. The Cal Jam network is your all-access pass to Cal Jam and DCS workshops, videos, and chiropractic content. From past Cal Jam speakers to recent DCS seminars, the network is a great resource for anybody passionate about chiropractic health or global sustainability. So don't miss out! We upload new and exciting content monthly, which can stream on any device, even your smartphone. Join the Cal Jam network today for only $7 a month at caljam.org/network.